So, I know everyone is probably at work. Okay, I see some people coming in. So let's talk, y'all. Let's talk. We're gonna talk about, so today we're gonna talk about your time. Well, the topic today is your time is valuable and treat it as such. So we're gonna talk about, you know, valuing your time and not letting anyone waste your time. And we're gonna talk about the ways in which you waste your time, which is which always works against you. But before we do that, I have some announcement to make. So the month of February on my Patreon, on the Hypergamous Mindset Patreon, we are going to be talking about money. Our first guest is Joy Cook, and she's going to be on she's going to be our guest tomorrow on the Patreon, and you guys can ask her questions. It's going to be interactive. The meeting is going to be via Zoom, and I don't think you ladies should miss this meeting because I think it's really, really important. The following week, I have someone who's going to be the guest, and she is basically a mom, a stay-at-home mom who has been able to create financial freedom, multiple streams of income. This is the theme of the year, of our year in the Hypergamous Mindset. So if you are in the group, you know that we've been talking about creating multiple streams of income, creating financial freedom for ourselves, and learning about stocks and stuff like that. We have been very focused on money, and 2021 is the year that we're going to be focusing on money, and I'm dedicating the entire month of February, Black History Month, on my Patreon to money. And the theme is achieving financial freedom in times of uncertainty, because we all know we do live in uncertain times, and a lot of people are confused, a lot of people are fearful. We want you to look beyond that and realize that you are the one that is in control of your reality, and you are the one that is have to take charge of how your life goes. So also today, when I get off of this live at 2 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be on Clubhouse, and we're going to be talking about why you shouldn't tell your man everything, because I feel this is very important, because a lot of women think that they should be telling their man everything, which I don't subscribe to. So we're going to also talk about that on Clubhouse, y'all. And my my handle on Clubhouse is at Maria Fleming with 1M. Okay, Fleming with 1M. Okay, so at Maria Fleming. You guys can find me on Clubhouse, and once you follow me on Clubhouse, click the notification so that you know when I have a room. I do have a room twice a week for now, right now, twice a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm going to try to schedule one more day. So that's what I wanted to say, and let's get into the topic at hand. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people joining in. Hey ladies, how are you guys doing? Let me know what's going on with you guys in the comments. What topics should we completely avoid telling them about? Join the Clubhouse meeting and we'll talk about it. But the topic we're going to talk about today is knowing that your time is valuable. Ladies, don't let anyone waste your time. And you gotta be very, very careful and very intentional of how and where you spend your time, because you're gonna have people that are gonna waste your time. When I say people that are wasting your time, I'm talking about family members, boyfriends, even your 9-to-5 job, procrastinating, a lot of stuff that we do on a daily basis. We are throwing our time away. And I have this motto, and the motto is, you can always get back money, you can always get back a bunch of stuff, but you can never get back time. You can never get time back. Once that time is spent, it's gone forever. It's not going to come back. So we're going to talk about that, okay? So one thing I want to talk about first, because I want to also touch on relationship as well, relationship as well as dating. But one thing that I absolutely despise is people that are super duper cheap, and they would rather waste time just so that they can waste a couple bucks. And I have people like this in my life, and it's very, very frustrating dealing with these people, because how the hell you're gonna drive around for an entire hour looking for a bargain just because you're trying to save time, or maybe you don't want to pay the extra $2 for faster shipping. That's a lot of time that you're wasting. So if you're one of those people that spending a lot of time collecting coupons, hunting down bargains, and wasting time in the process just so that you can save a couple bucks, you need to stop that, because that is not coming from a place of abundance and flow. You are wasting your precious time. And this is one thing that the wealthy people know. They know that time is very valuable, which is why when you go when most of us go and we work at a 9 to 5, a lot of people are hourly paid workers. They are paying you for your time, not your skills, not your degree, not none of that thing. They are paying you for your time. And whatever you agree, whatever salary that you agreed to receive at that place of work or that job, that is basically you agreeing to these people that this is what your time is worth. So be very careful and be very intentional with how you spend your time. Now, in terms of dating, men never ever underestimate how a man can waste your time. Okay, because these men, they want to waste your time. They don't mind wasting your time, and they will do it without guilt and remorse. So never underestimate the ability of a man to waste your time, because they will waste your time. I've seen women in relationship for 5, 6, 10 years, no marriage, no nothing, very shaky foundation, and they're wasting all this time, wasting your time, youth and beauty, because you all know that I said a boyfriend is basically the definition of a boyfriend for me is a youth and beauty stealer. You guys know I say this all the time. So never underestimate the ability of a man wasting your time, because they will waste your time if you allow it. You have to show these people that your time is valuable. And how do you do that? Well, first of all, you can't be too available for every little whim. Okay, if someone calls you on the phone and they're going to be like, hey, let's go here, and that's not what you planned, you know that you should be doing something more valuable with your time, but you drop everything to go see this person. You are basically telling this person that, what, my time is free, my time is not valuable, you can have me at any time. So you really have to assert some boundaries. And one of the books that I would recommend you ladies read, and especially for beginners, one of those books I recommend is The Rules. Now, I'm not a rules coach, because I am not I don't teach. My teachings is not based on the rules, because as far as I'm concerned, the rules is not about hypergamy or anything like that. The rules is for like vanilla dating. If you are unable to master the rules of vanilla dating, regular dating regular guys, then you would not be able to be successful dating hypergamously. So I highly recommend that you read that book called The Rules, and that's one book that I would recommend to teenage girls as well. Like if you have a teenage daughter, that's a book that I would recommend that you give to your daughter or your niece or something. So you gotta assert some boundaries. If you know that it takes you 2 hours to get ready, okay, or you know that you have a full schedule, at the end of the day, you do not accept invitations to anything that is last minute. I don't know what the hell that was, y'all. I think it's a truck. Yeah. You don't accept last minute invitation. Hold on, let me read this comment. The older they get, the more patient they get, all the while knowing a woman is waiting and waiting. Yeah, the thing is, the older a man get, it doesn't matter, because an older guy can still secure a relationship. Because at the end of the day, women are the gatekeepers of sex, men are the gatekeepers of commitment. So you have the two of you guys are bargaining, okay? Our access to our bodies, access to our time, and everything is our bargaining chip. If you give in and you sleep with a guy too soon, or you give a guy too much of your time, do you think that he's going to want to commit to you? Because it's the same reason why a guy would be in a relationship with a woman for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and leave that woman and be married to someone else within a few months. We've seen it happen, and I've even had someone in the group recently talk about it, where she was with this guy and they've been together, they even moved in together, and he left, and in within 4 months he was married to someone else. So he wasted her time, but he's not wasting the other woman's time. So you really have to let people know that your time is valuable. Your time is valuable. Don't let people waste it. The internet is so bad where you are. Katia, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna upload this to my YouTube channel. I'll try to do that as soon as I can. We'll see. Yes, always negotiating is in a skillful way. Yeah. So, if you sleep with a guy too soon and you give him too much of your time, you're always available, you reply to every single text, you are you succumb to every one of his whims. You leave your girlfriends. Like, this is another thing that some women do. They would have plans with family or girlfriends or whatnot, cancel those plans, just so that they could go hang out with a guy. If you have plans, stick to your plans. This is how you teach men that your time is valuable. So they know that at least they would know that they have to talk to you at least 3 days in advance, and make a date with you with at least 3 days in advance. The minimum is 3 days, so that they can get you to spend time with you. Do not dump your family and dump your friends and run out to go see a guy, because this is what a lot of women do. And I know this is more young women are more prone to this type of behavior, but it happens with women of all ages. I've seen it happen. I see it happen all the time. If you know you have friends with the girls, you have friends with your family, or you had certain obligations, keep those obligations, and let this man know that I am not available this date, but maybe I'm free a certain date or something like that. And if he wants to be able to see you, he's going to agree with you, and he's going to be like, yeah, sure, I will definitely like to see you on this date, let's make a date or whatnot. And another thing, the thing is, all high value women, they do value their time. Wealthy people value their time. They know their time is valuable. Like I always say you can always get back money, but you can never get back time. Do you recommend telling a man you are unavailable to text and call if he isn't initiating enough proper dates? Yes, why not? Why not? Tell him that, I'm not really into texting, but we can talk over dinner or something like that. Because if a guy is texting you constantly and you guys are having conversations via text, you are letting this man getting to know you for free. This man is getting to know you for free. So okay, don't ignore them. Say, hey, I'm really busy right now, but if you want to talk, if you want to talk, we can meet for dinner or something like that. We can talk over dinner, something like that. And then if he's man enough, he's going to step up and be like, okay, well, let's meet up at this date. And I can't pronounce your name, but what I would recommend is that you read the book The Rules, because there are rules in this book, in the books, where when you are talking to a guy, if he doesn't ask you out by the fourth conversation on an actual date, block him. That's one of the rules, and that is for vanilla dating. If you cannot master vanilla dating, you ain't never ever ever going to master dating hypergamously. I'm just saying, okay? Okay, yeah. Throw the ball in his court, because do not let these men get to know you for free. Because the time you're sitting there texting a guy who is not asking you out, you could have been going on dates with a guy who wants to take you out, or doing something productive with your time. Hey Kelsey, how you doing, girl? Kelsey, the topic today is your time is valuable, don't waste your time. You driving but listening? That's okay, girl, but you can always catch the replay. I'm gonna upload the video. I'm gonna upload this live on my YouTube channel. So who asked that? Girl, I can't pronounce your name, but I hope that answered your question. But that's a good question, and I'm so glad you asked that question, because ladies, do not let these men get to know you for free. No video, no excessive video calling, video chats, text or whatnot. You have to let these men know that you are busy. You have other things to do. You have more important things to do than sitting down texting and letting a man get to know you for free. Back in the day, if a man wanted to get to know you, he had to date you. I'm just saying. On your way to a photo shoot, okay, girl, you know what? I need a photographer. Let me just read this comment here. Guys, if you hear the dog's barking, my window is open. It's pretty hot today. I mean, it's super overcast, but for some reason it's hot. You have seriously changed my mindset on dating. Now I block guys and ignore them with zero problem. There was a time when I'd always reply, no more. Love you, sis. I'm so glad you're doing that, because high value women, doesn't matter what you call them, bad bitches, whatnot, these women know their worth, and they know they're not out here spending a lot of time wasting time with men, allowing men to waste their time. I have a cousin who's a savage. Like, she would literally hang up the phone on these guys, like literally hang up the phone. Like, she'll ask them for money or something like that, and if they like start making excuses, ploop, hang up. She don't care. She's pretty savage. And someone was trying to call me. Can you guys hear me? Type yes in the comments. I guess I got a call coming in. Just type in the comments if you can hear me. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up. So ladies, another thing that you ladies should be doing is creating a schedule for yourself. If you have a schedule, because I mean, I've also been doing that myself. What I've been doing lately. Okay, y'all, I'm getting texts, y'all. Like, my phone would not ring all day, and as soon as I try to go live or start to film a video, people be calling and texting. But yeah, where was I? Yeah. What I've started doing is like, getting up in the morning and getting dressed and putting on and getting dressed like if I were going to work, and I feel like, when I do that, I get so much more done. So if you're one of those people that, make money online or you work at home, I would recommend that, instead of working in your pajamas, get up and get dressed as if you were going out, because you never know what can happen. Like, maybe you might feel like, spontaneous, and you just maybe you just want to go out, or maybe you just want to go do something. At least you're already dressed. And yeah, so have a schedule to make to-do lists, and you're gonna be amazed by how much more productive that you become. It's amazing. Again, when it comes to dating, ladies, you gotta let men know that your time is valuable. And if a guy is asking you out on a date like the night before, or usually, or he's calling you late at night, that's another thing. I would not recommend that. I mean, some women have different times, but I wouldn't recommend accepting calls after 7 p.m., between 7 and 8 p.m. at night. Like, I wouldn't recommend accepting calls. If that's not your man, that's not your fiance or your husband, or you guys are in an exclusive relationship that is leading to marriage, because I do not believe in exclusivity unless you know for sure that it's leading to marriage. So, if a guy is coming to you and talking about marriage, again, you gotta let this man know that your time is valuable. The question that you're supposed to ask him is like, oh, darling, yes, I would love to marry you. When? Ask when. Okay, and that's how you're gonna know how willing this man, and how willing and how ready he is to commit. Because I've seen women that have engagement rings, and they've been engaged for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and every time they talk to people, they're like, well, I'm engaged, blah blah blah, and no marriage in sight. You gotta ask these men when. Don't just be like, oh yes, oh my God, yes, I would love to marry you. The follow-up question is when. Okay, so remember that. She's taking note. Shibel. She's taking notes. So again, I'm going to repeat it. If a man asks you to marry him, ask when, so that you have a time frame to work with. And do not accept any proposal that lasts longer than 6 months. Like, it shouldn't be longer than 6 months. This is my opinion. Hey girl, you look beautiful as always. Oh, thank you, Bomb Beauty Queen. So, I mean, do you guys agree with that? Like, do you guys agree that, 6 months is a really good time period for an engagement? I mean, you guys are free to disagree, but, um, when my husband proposed to me, we were married within 6 months. I'm just saying. So don't let them waste your time. Again, never underestimate his ability to waste your time, because they will waste your time. And it's so evil and insidious, because they know that we have these biological clocks that are ticking. They are aware of all of this stuff. Like, ladies, make no mistakes. These men, they know they are not stupid. This is what I told the ladies on my Patreon, and I talk about this in my private group as well. You will never hear me say on any of my platforms that men are stupid. Never. I'm dating two guys, and one of them will propose by summer. Yes, exactly. They know I don't want to marry. Do you think I should tell them? I plan to keep my business to myself and don't want marriage to come between that. If you don't want to get married, that is you. Like, you know what you want. But I'm only open to romantic relationships. Okay. I don't know, because if that's what you want, do you, girl? Do you, as long as you're happy. But my platform is for women that are dating for marriage, which is why it's called a hypergamous mindset. And the meaning of the word hypergamy is marrying up, also dating up, because I mean, you can be a hypergamous dater, and you don't have to marry if you do not want to. If that's not what you want, that is fine, because Oprah didn't get married. Because do you guys think if Oprah had married some guy, do you think she would be a billionaire today? I don't think she would. Naomi Campbell is not married. Naomi Campbell is in fact a hypergamous dater, but not everyone. Marriage is not for everyone. But my platform is geared towards women that are, dating with a purpose. Like, you gotta have a plan when you're dating. Like, I don't believe in dating for fun or dating to see how things go. I don't have time for that. I have my favorite, but still have my backups. Exactly. You gotta have a backup plan always. Always have a backup plan, y'all. Always. 6 months to 1 year if you want a nice wedding. Yes. If you want to, yes, that's thank you, Bomb Beauty Queen. If you want to have like like a fancy wedding and you need to book the venue in advance or whatnot, usually it will take like between 6 months to a year. So that's a good one, Bomb Beauty Queen. So, do you guys have any questions? I have another 10 minutes to spare. If you want your questions answered, you can go ahead and answer these questions. Okay, I see you guys are sending me hearts. Thank you guys so much for the love. I appreciate it very much. And ladies, know that your time is valuable. Do not waste do not allow anyone to waste your time. You know what? As we are talking about that, let's talk about family members. Because, family members can waste your time as well. Because a lot of women, instead of investing time in themselves, they are basically being the mule to their family. This family member needs help. This family member wants you to do this, go out of your way to do stuff, come and help them, blah, blah, blah. And you don't get a lot of appreciation for all the hard work that you do. Think about what is going to happen and how your life is going to change and look in a year from now if you put all that time and energy towards yourself. Because at the end of the day, you gotta invest in self. Investing in self and practicing self-love not only benefits you, but it benefits everyone around you. If your life is not together, you can't help anyone. I need to look up marriage laws in New Hampshire? Is it New Hampshire? I want to visit New Hampshire so bad. How long should we date before the proposal? That's a good question. Okay. Kelsey, we answer that question. How long should they date before the proposal? Because I would say no more than a year. And even while you're dating, and date other people, as long as there's no proposal, keep dating because you are single till married. Always keep your options open. Like, do not put all your eggs in one basket. Do not cut yourself off. Do not be wasting time with a guy when you could be dating, because you know that guy or that boyfriend could be keeping you away from your husband. So I mean, no more than a year, and do not stop dating or do not stop seeing other men until there's a proposal. Because usually, if a guy is dating you, and okay, for example, 6 months and not dating exclusively. Thank you, Kelsey. Okay, if a guy is dating you and you are allowing this guy to date you, okay, you're not hanging out at his place. You are not he's not coming over at your place to Netflix and chill. Like, this guy is dating you. Okay, eventually the guy will be like, oh my god, I'm so tired of dating. I want to tie this girl down. I want to see. He's gonna start talking about exclusivity. He's gonna come up to you with the proposal of a committed relationship. Okay, this is where you negotiate, because if you read Get Into I Do by Pat Allen, that book is very great, a very good book, because we did study this book in our book club. Ladies, if you are not in ladies, if you are not in my book club, go to the link in my description and sign up to my Patreon. Like, there's a Linktree link, click on it and you're going to see my Patreon. Sign up to my Patreon and come join the book club, because we get together every Sunday and discuss these books that we are reading. Right now we're doing The Art of Seduction, and right now we have the Art of Seduction is in 4 parts, and we've been doing really great. So this Sunday coming, we have one more part to we have part 4 to finish. So we've been doing great. Yeah, so he's gonna come to you with talks of exclusivity, and you're gonna ask him, so what are you want to be exclusive with me? Is that what you're asking? And then at this point you're gonna be like, well, in order for me to be in an exclusive relationship, it has to be leading towards marriage. And also, this is what I require for a man to be my fiance or boyfriend or whatever the hell you want to call it. You guys, it's up to you guys to decide whichever you want. But yeah, this is when you put your cards on the table. And if he's really serious about you, he's going to agree. If he says no, give him up to 8 weeks, because Pat Allen says give him up to 8 weeks. And within that 8 weeks, if he still likes you, he's going to come back. But during that 8 weeks, don't be sitting around pining and waiting for him. During that 8 weeks, you are dating. Okay, ladies? You are dating. You gotta date with a purpose, and you gotta date with strategy. Like, you can't allow a man to take you off the market without a marriage or without a commitment or whatever the hell you require, because I don't know, it's up to you to decide what you require to be in a relationship with these guys. Do they know that you're dating other men? You don't have to tell, you don't owe a man an explanation for anything. Okay, so once you start talking about exclusivity, you say, well, in order for me to stop seeing other men and take myself off the market and only be exclusive to you, I require this or that. Off the market means down payment, which exactly like a ring, a commitment. Okay, tell the man, let this man know that you are single until married, and as long as there is no marriage contract, you are single. Because I tell you guys this all the time, when you fill out these government forms, I never see a box where it says, oh, I'm in a relationship, or I'm just seeing this guy but it's complicated, or I'm talking to this guy. I never see that. Like, you either single, married, divorced, or widowed. That's it. Okay, marriage is a legal contract recognized by the law. So that's the only way you are getting off the market. Okay, and again, you do not have to tell anyone anything. You do not owe any man any explanation. Ladies, I would recommend that you come and you join us on the clubhouse. Yeah, that's a good answer. If they ask, I say I'm single until married. Kelsey is in my group, y'all. So you all know she's pretty advanced and she knows her shit. She knows her way around these men and this dating world. Right, Kelsey? Exactly. When they ask, I say I'm single until married. Exactly. That's all you gotta say. I'm single until marriage. That's it. Do not be exclusive to anyone who doesn't have anything of value to offer you. And if you value commitment and marriage, then the only way you get off that market is if that's what they're offering. Yes, I do. Thank you, Maria. No, thank you, Kelsey. Like, I really appreciate you being in my group. I really appreciate your support. Girl, you know we love you. We love you in the community, girl. So, any more questions? I have 5 more minutes. Any more questions? I'm so tired of these dogs. I swear to God. Yeah, okay. I don't see any questions coming in. So I think I'm going to end the live here. But before I go, let me just remind you guys 1 second. Okay. What is your clubhouse username? My clubhouse username is at Maria Fleming. Fleming with 1 M. How to say yes to the proposal? If you want the proposal, say yes and ask when. Okay. By that time, when you get the proposal, like not the proposal like the marriage proposal, like the proposal for exclusivity, you tell them in order for me to be exclusive with someone, I require a commitment, and whatever you want, because I do not know what you want. It all depends on you. Everyone is different. You require it leading to marriage. You require certain things. It depends on what it is. I do not know what you guys want, because honestly I can't just give you guys one answer. It all depends on what you want. You have to know what you want, and hopefully by now you have written down all the things that you want, and you are focused on that, like laser focus. How soon this marriage needs to happen? We answered this question already, Ishabel. 6 months to a year. Okay, so how do you say yes to the proposal? I'm assuming the marriage proposal. You say obviously when you get the marriage proposal, hopefully by that time you get the proposal, you have already list the requirements that needs to be fulfilled in order for you to be in an exclusive relationship with this person. Okay. Oh, you were answering her? Okay. Okay, thank you. Because I was wondering why you were asking the same question. Sorry, girl. Sorry. Okay, yeah, so Tanya, yeah, if it's exclusivity, you put your cards on the table and you let him know what are your requirements. If he says no, or he can't do it, or he hesitates, give him 8 weeks, and during that 8 weeks, you do not contact him or anything like that. Like, do not contact this guy, do not reach out to him, do not call him, do not text him, not even a happy birthday text, nothing. Okay, if this guy really likes you, within 8 weeks, he's going to come back. And usually most women, they see it happen like within 2 to 3 weeks. But Pat Allen says if he doesn't come back within 8 weeks, because he has to go out there and he has to figure out what he wants. He's going to be dating, because always assume that the guy that you are seeing, and you're not exclusive with him, always assume that he's seen other people. That's another thing that women don't consider when they're dating a guy. He has seen other people, which is why you should be seeing other people as well. he's gonna see those other women, and those other women are gonna make it super easy for him, and he don't want those women. Men want what they can't have, and men like a challenge and they like to work for something. So within that eight weeks, you do not contact him whatsoever. You do not call him, you do not text him, you do not send emails, you do not like his Instagram pictures, you do not do none of that shit. He has your number, he knows how to reach you. Okay, I hope you guys get that. And with that, oh yeah, the reminder. Tomorrow on my Patreon, we are going to be talking about achieving financial freedom as a woman, as a hypergamous woman in times of uncertainty. Our guest is Joy Cook. She's really great at money. Like, y'all, she has so much money, y'all. And she has been able to create an empire for herself. She's in my group, in my secret paid group, and she's going to be on the Patreon as a guest. And I'm dedicating the entire month of February to money, creating wealth, manifesting money, etc. If you're listening to this from my YouTube channel, the link will be in the description, because I'm going to upload this on my YouTube channel. Does dating include sleeping with a guy? No. Do you do that? No. Okay, let me answer your question in a minute. Okay, I'll answer your question, and then I'm gonna go. You're so funny. Yeah. So that's tomorrow. Okay, ladies, at 2 p.m. Eastern time today, I'm going to be on Clubhouse, and we're going to be talking about why you shouldn't tell your man everything. Don't be telling your man everything, and we're going to talk about that on the Clubhouse. I'm hosting that Clubhouse with Erin, and she is someone a member of my group. She was married. She was married successfully, hypergamously, a few months ago. So y'all, she secured the bag, y'all. Because at the end of the day, my group yields results. You all know I'm result oriented. I don't have time to play around. If you're coming in my group, you gotta pass a screening test and everything like that, and you gotta be able and willing to do the work. Buckle down and do the work, and you're gonna see the results. But yeah, so I'm gonna be hosting that room with Erin today, and come to the Clubhouse meeting, y'all. It's gonna be a good one. And now let me answer Joe Lexi's comment. Joe Lexi, you do not sleep with a guy you're dating, because first of all, if you're dating multiple men, do you think it's wise to sleep with all of them? Okay, you do not sleep with anyone unless you get a commitment. You do not sleep with anyone. And you do not sleep with anyone unless they have invested in you. And when we say invested, we mean time and money, most importantly money. Because even in The Art of Seduction, the book the author said in The Art of Seduction, that's the book we are studying here in the book club. He said that the more you ask a man, the more things you ask of a man, and the more things that you require of him, the more he falls in love with you. So the more a man does for you, the more he falls in love with you. If this man is investing in you, he's investing his time and his money in you, and you cannot have it with the time alone and the money alone. It has to be time and money together. If he's investing in you, it is very difficult for a man to walk away from his investment. They don't want to walk away from that, and that is how men grow attachment. Women grow attachment from having sex. So if you have sex with a guy who is not invested in you, you are going to become attached to that person. And guess what? That person is not attached to you, and that person doesn't see you as something valuable, because nobody wants something that is easy. Okay, so the bare minimum investment from a man, and this is like from regular ass dating, like this is like from broke people, like maybe middle class people. The minimum investment is $5,000. If you're dating millionaires, obviously it has to be more than that. Okay, a millionaire can spend $5,000 for you on a Chanel bag. Are you gonna bust it open for a Chanel bag? No, you gotta be smarter than that, So Joe Lexi, no, you don't sleep with them while you're dating them, and I hope that answered your question. Let me know if I answered your question. Let me know in the comments. Hey Mimi. Dating includes, no, you're not sleeping with these guys. There are things that you require, okay? You do not sleep with anyone unless you're in a committed relationship with that person. And in order for you to be in a committed relationship, you require certain things. And it's up to you to decide what you require, because I cannot tell you um, what what your needs are, because I do not know what your needs are. Okay? So Julie likes to say it did. Okay. Okay, ladies, thank you so much, and I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys in the clubhouse in an hour. How do I end this? Oh God, how do I end? Y'all, I do not know how to end. Okay.